As fine as some of these fellas be looking and as good as they be smelling, I am not dating. Okay, let me just say, y'all gonna have to excuse my background. I am recording this during the holiday, and the fireworks are doing what fireworks do in the hood. Hey, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Aziza, and everything on this channel is meant to serve as inspiration for your empowerment journey. Now, I want to try something a little bit different. I've been doing the vlogs, and that's been fun and whatnot, but I want to sit down and have a real conversation with you all. This series is going to be called Unsnap Your Bra Empowerment Conversations, because if it don't have an extra over-the-top name, does it really even count? My inspiration for this is, you know that feeling when you get home after a long day and you unsnap your bra, the relief that you feel, the way that your skin feel after being let free, the way that the tatas feel after being in that prison all day. Yeah, that's what I want these conversations to be like, okay? That's the type of safe space, right, that I want to have in these conversations. So, what are we talking about today? Bring it in, let me tell you. We're gonna talk about why I refuse to date in this day and age. Why I refuse to date in this season of my life. Now, wait a minute. I know what you're thinking. I know you think I'm gonna go on some podcast rant about how men ain't this and men ain't that and men don't do this no more and this, that, and the other, but no. We're talking about empowerment over here. And so the focus is on the woman in the mirror. Why am I not dating in this season of my life? Number one is because I am focusing on myself. Yes. I'm focusing on myself. I'm giving myself all of the love and energy that I would be giving to someone else if I was in a relationship. I am a recovering people pleaser, y'all. I'm a recovering people pleaser, and I ain't been out the game of people pleasing that long, okay? So right now, I'm just in a selfish season. I wake up in the morning, before I do anything else, I give my energy to myself, whether that looks like prayer, whether that looks like getting ready in the morning, whether that looks like just sitting down. I give my first energy of the day to myself, and I need to keep that up. It is a great way for me to start my day. It starts my day out on a high, and I can ride that wave throughout the day. Another part of me just being selfish right now is it allows me to focus on my dreams and my goals, okay? I have my 6-month plan laid out, and I can't have any distractions. I can't have any distractions because right now in this season, I have to bet on me, okay? I have to bet on me. I have to prove to myself that I am capable of accomplishing the things that I want to accomplish, okay? That means that I don't have time to stop right now and encourage you on your goals. If we're doing some collaborative work, if we're, going on accountability dates, that's fine and dandy, but I cannot use the energy and the effort that I have for myself in order to be the supportive girlfriend, and that's always gonna be me. If you have an idea, yep, I got some ideas to put on top of your ideas. Have you thought about it this way? Let's take it to the moon. And that, if you know me personally, you know that that's who I am to everybody. And right now, I cannot focus on a relationship because I need to focus that energy on myself. I need to see where it is that I want to be and get the wheels turning so that I have the ideas that elevate everything that I'm trying to do, to the highest heights, right? And so I need to continue to focus on my goals and dreams. Okay? Another reason that I'm not dating is because I want to better myself as a woman. I'm new to this relationship with God as it relates to the Bible. I'm learning a lot. It's shifting a lot of the way that I think about the world. It's putting me in a new mindset. And so I want to continue to develop this woman that I'm becoming, right? I want my primary relationship to be the one that I have with God, right? And I'm putting my all into that right now. And I'm loving it. The reciprocation, top tier. The enlightenment, top tier. The confidence I'm gaining, you guessed it, top tier. And I want to make sure that I'm showing up in that relationship fully and wholeheartedly. I'm allowing that relationship to elevate who I am as a woman, to help me in my personal growth and development, to help me in my commitment to myself, to help me in my confidence with who I am, and knowing that who I am now can turn into who I want to be in the future. I cannot disrupt that right now in my life. And I know me. I know me. And I hope that you know you enough. I know me, and I know that once I get into a relationship, I'm going to try to bend, fold, mold, and rework myself in order to become the person that someone else needs me to be for the sake of having a healthy relationship. So right now, the healthy relationship that I need is the one that I'm cultivating with the higher power. And it's a beautiful thing. That's something that I want to continue to do, right? To continue to cultivate myself to be a woman of God so that I am prepared to be a mother and a wife. Yeah, I don't want any disruption to me cultivating right now. Another reason that I refuse to date right now is because I really need to stabilize my life when it comes to finances, when it comes to budgeting, when it comes to business, when it comes to income and all of that, right? Currently, I am creating my own streams of income all around, okay? Whether it's coming from my rental property, whether it's coming from my brand new business, whether it's coming from contracting out my services, all of my money is coming directly from work that I have to do. I have to go out there and get the money to bring back home. Until I can stabilize my income and that stabilize my lifestyle, I can't date. I can't date. Because if I'm being honest, you can take me out on a date, but don't expect me to go Dutch. I'm not giving you no gas money on it. I'm not taking you back out on the date. Listen, right now is the season for me of stay down till you come up. Right now, I'm in the season of missing out on the fun so that I can, live life to the fullest later. And I have never done that. I always be like, you know what? Have fun now and figure it out later. Have fun now, figure it out later. Have fun now. Now you got to figure it out again. Have fun. No, let me figure it out now. Figure it out, figure it out, figure it out, and then take off to the point where now my income is passive, my income is making income, and I can have that fun that I've been having way too much of up until this point. I've always been a person that says that I want to date somebody who shows me that they're putting in the effort to date me, right? I want to feel like you care about the things that are happening in my life. I want to feel like, you want the best for me. And you're going to make sure that, I live a life that I've always dreamed of, right? But I don't want that for nothing, right? I want to be able to reciprocate that. I want to be able to do the same for you. I want to be able to surprise you with a gift just for no reason, just because it's Wednesday, right? I want to be able to look at the week that you've had, or the last couple of weeks that you've had, or I want to be able to look at all you've done for our household and say, you know what? I planned this massage for you, or I planned this date for us, or I planned this vacation for us. You know what I mean? Like, or I bought you your favorite cologne, or I bought you a gift card to go to your favorite shoe store, or you know what I mean? Like, I want to be able to reciprocate those things. And in this season of my life, I cannot do that. And it's because I need to work on where I am financially. I need to stabilize myself financially. So I refuse to date until I can do that. And I do just want to add on, I know that dating is not all about having it perfect. I'm not saying that I'm trying to wait until I'm perfect. Perfection doesn't exist, right? I understand that, being in a relationship can sometimes enhance the things that you're trying to do because you have somebody there with you to encourage you on the way. But for me, in this season right now, I have to figure out how to do it on my own. I have to be honest with myself and know and understand that me, Aziza, I'm going to be absorbed in my relationship. My goals are going to be absorbed. My energy is going to be absorbed. And I'm no longer an individual, right? When I'm in a relationship, I am locked in. I am one with the person that I'm in a relationship with. I'm not at the point of marriage. So I don't know, I have to work on myself first so that the relationship that I do get in can become a marriage. I want to be intentional. And so for me to be intentional, I have to know what it is that I want, right? I have to know that when I get busy and I don't have time to be all cuddly and lovey-dovey and talk to you on the phone all the time, I have to know that when you try to, occupy some of my time, that I won't just get irritated and be like, just leave me alone and get the F away from me, right? That's a personal thing that I know I need to work on. So I cannot date right now. And also, right, this is a big thing for me. And this is a part of my people pleasing ways. Is I need to become the biggest advocate for myself. I find myself involved with people simply because they like me. I cannot do that anymore. I can't end up in a relationship with you just because you want to be in a relationship with me. I needed to be mutual, and I needed to be level-headed, and I needed to be intentional. I needed to be a true decision of ours, not me just complying with what it is that you want. So I have to become an advocate for myself to ensure that that is what's happening. But anywho, I want to kind of elaborate on what I was just saying. I am learning to become my own biggest advocate, my own biggest protector, my own spokesperson, right? And I know y'all are probably thinking like, what are you talking about? Like, everybody is their own spokesperson. Everybody should be their own advocate. However, when you were as deep in the trenches as I was in this people pleasing thing, everybody else's feelings, everybody else's thoughts, everybody else's well being was always above yours. I would place myself, my feelings, my thoughts in second place to everybody around me because I simply didn't want to hurt their feelings. Now, nobody ever even had to tell me that I was hurting their feelings. In my mind, I determined that I would have hurt their feelings if I did X, Y, Z. So let me do something else to make sure that they're not hurt. I've told this story to a couple of my friends and people around me because it was a moment in my life earlier this year when I realized that people are not going to perish because you choose yourself. So I was working a job when I moved back to my hometown. I was thankful to be able to get that job. I was thankful to be able to keep that job even when I was finishing out my last semester. I could just go down to part-time. But my car went out and I could not get to work. And I was all in a panic, like, what am I gonna do? But I'm like, you want to start to transition out of this job anyways. You're about to finish school. You want to move on to something different. This is not supposed to be something permanent for you. It was just something to bring some income in the meantime, right? So I messaged my boss this whole perfectly worded, thought out message about how I needed to quit immediately instead of waiting until the end of the month and blah, 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 this and that. And he simply sent me a thumbs up emoji. And initially I was like, what the F? But immediately after that, it was like a sense of relief. And that simple moment taught me at 35 years old that me choosing myself would not cause the demise of somebody else. Somehow in my mind, I thought that if I let people down, that would be the end. Where I picked this up, probably along the way, right? Probably along the way of growing up. I've been developing this people-pleasing attitude for the last 29 years. I could remember being 6 years old and things happening in my life that made me feel like I needed to make people around me happy, right? I needed to stand out. I needed to be validated, right? So that grew in me the characteristic of chronic people pleasing. So in doing that then translates to me ended up in relationships simply because I don't want to break somebody's heart. These are probably my own feelings that I'm projecting onto other people, but child, just because I don't want to be with you don't mean your heart is going to be broken. You can go out and find another one of the billions of women on this earth, right? But somehow in my mind, that was never a thing. That was never a thing. And now that I'm in this selfish season of putting Aziza first, I cannot allow the possibility of maybe kind of sorta disappointing somebody or hurting their feelings put me into a relationship that I'm, one, not ready to be in, and more importantly, don't want to be in. That's over with. So yeah, as fine as some of these fellas be looking and as good as they be smelling, I am not dating. We can go kick it, blah, 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 but I'm not getting into a relationship. I'm not ready. I don't want it right now. And so there are just a couple things that, if this resonates with you, or if you're even looking or think you might want to date, like, just make sure you're ready. And these are a couple questions that I really think you should ask yourself before you start putting that big toe in the dating pool, right? Ask yourself, are you being good to you? Are you being good to you? Because you know that you're going to have to teach this new person, or even maybe you circling the block. You're going to have to teach that person how you want to be treated through your actions. You're going to teach that person how you want to be treated through the things that you accept and allow. And baby, let me tell you something. I'm talking to me too, okay? Ask yourself, are you the woman that you want to be long term? And by that I mean, when we enter into a relationship with somebody, we really truly want them to be that version of themselves, right? We understand growth, we understand change. But if things change too drastically and they change for the worst, then oftentimes we find ourselves separated. So are you the woman you want to be as a wife or as a girlfriend, right? Like, are there things that you really should be working on within yourself? Or are you good, right? Where are you learning what you want in a relationship? Where are the ideals? Where are the values? Where are the morals? Where are the expectations coming from, right? Are you getting it from social media? Are you getting it from the relationships you've seen growing up? Are you getting it from the relationships that you're seeing now in your peers? You know what I mean? Are you getting it from your religion? Are you getting it from TV? Like, where are you forming your idea of a relationship? Ask yourself, do you know your growth areas? And are you honest with yourself? Listen, none of us are perfect. We all have our toxic moments. We all have our characteristic flaws. We all have our downside, right? Are those things that you want to work on? Do you even recognize them? Are you open to constructive criticism? Are you open to correction, right? And are you honest with yourself? Are you accountable for the things you say and do? If someone can't come to you and let you know where they feel that you've hurt them, and you can't at least listen to what they have to say without, well, you did this and this and this and that and blah, blah, blah. Are you truly ready to be committed and to go through life's ugly ups and downs with another person? And more than anything else, ask yourself why you want to be in a relationship. Do you want to be in a relationship for the sake of having somebody to do life with? Do you want to be in a relationship simply because you don't like being lonely? Do you want to be in a relationship because everybody around you is in a relationship? Like, why do you actually want to be in a relationship? These are some of the things that I'm going to be talking with myself about. Hopefully I can have some conversation with you all. Listen, let me know if y'all want to go live so we can actually have a dialogue back and forth. I hope this video was helpful. I appreciate y'all for watching. We're going to get into more conversations like this where you can just unstrap your bra, let your hair down, and let the words flow, baby. All right. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.